The beauty when we work in academia is that every year, every class is a new adventure. It implies that we have to retool ourselves, but it's not a burden. I see it as a privilege, the privilege of really being able to innovate. This is what I have always asked of life. Georgetown has given me this.
When I get up in the morning, walking to campus, I feel joy, the quiet, and then seeing how it comes alive during the day.
In my job every day, I am trying to explore the identity of Asian American peoples.
How we can make better decisions and why some decisions are better than others.
My role in the university is to be an academic connector.
I try to teach history to students and make them excited about history.
Just to help them be the best lawyers that they can be.
Most of all, I think a way of thinking.
I like to use music, lyrics, spoken poetry, make students feel like the way they learn is important in the classroom.
The workings of a computer is largely hidden from you. When I'm writing on the chalkboard, it lets me develop a story. I can draw pictures. I can achieve a level of spontaneity.
What if the charge is moving at a constant?
Physics can be a challenging course. I try to make it a little simpler by using real-world applications.
Lighting up the light.
Physics is all around us. To be able to understand how physics works will go a long way.
We calculated, actually, the electric field.
Because I teach contemporary Latino literature, I just have to be the one not to sort of step in the way and make it more boring than it would be otherwise, because it's inherently really interesting and timely, and in some ways kind of urgent material to be teaching in the classroom right now.
I'm teaching a class now for the first time called Intro to Asian American Studies. The reason I'm teaching it is because students asked me to teach it.
Carry that much weight. So it's a space allocation issue. There is no more motivated student than a first-year law student. My first few years, I was worried about my performance in the classroom. And as soon as I shifted that to them and what they were learning and what their questions were, it became much more natural, much more fun, and I hope much better for the students.
The biggest breakthrough for me is to ask a question and then wait. And then wait. And then eventually, someone does talk.
The primary object of the teaching is not just to convey knowledge. Obviously, this is necessary, but much more to wake up a fresh curiosity in the audience. And your merit will be that you started that process, but it's the students who really make the road.
I was teaching a small class on the Ottoman Empire, and there was a student who showed interest, and now he's a colleague. And I think this is the most rewarding for a teacher to see that the subject he was teaching led to life-changing experience of a student.
One of the best ways to provide high-quality academic advising to students at Georgetown, I think, is to listen. The students come to see their dean, sometimes for very prosaic reasons, needing a signature, needing an approval. The challenge is take care of those needs, but also to get to know each other.
Much of my research means going to small towns and even villages, and I find material that nobody else has. In Bolivia, the priest brought out for me an ecclesiastical census from 1859 on a frontier area. It told me all kinds of things that nobody else ever knew that I'm still examining today.
My focus in research is in cancer progression. I love to impart that, the passion for this type of research with the students. Not just train them in the techniques, but train them to think critically. And hopefully someday with my students be able to come up with a patented therapy that we can actually push into the clinic.
In my research lab in the Lombardi Cancer Center, we study a gene that causes cancer that's called STAG2. Trying to figure out why it is that mutations in this STAG2 gene cause cancer and how that can lead us to new treatments.
I created a device that allows glucose to be detected through the skin using a Band-Aid-like patch. My hope would be that something would get commercialized and would help humanity.
Wow, I've been here for 20 years.
It's completely unbelievable to me that it's been this long.
I look in the mirror and I can't believe the middle-aged guy who's staring back at me.
It just flies by because you're enjoying the work that you're doing, and you see the rewards of your labor when the students come back and let you know.
My hope is that I've made a little bit of a difference in their life when they come to see me, because they've made a difference in my life.
You know, watching them go out and become men and women for others is just has always been very gratifying to me.
I've woven myself into the fabric of this institution. I feel pretty grafted to this place.
It feels like there's still so much work left to do.
New problems, new issues, new ways to look at the world.
That's one thing that I'm looking forward to, just doing more science.
I am ready to throw myself full speed at the next 20 years on the hilltop.
I love the fact that in my job I am learning a great deal, and this is something. And this happened also at Georgetown University over 20 years.